Hey, welcome back to the show. Designer Manon Leblanc joining us here on the show this morning. You may recall back in the day when you were putting up wallpaper, it probably would ruin your relationship. Well, that is no longer the case. Manon, thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it.
Thank
and
you.
It's true, right? Do you remember those old days
Yes.
when you had to use that glue and you needed like a team of like 5 of you to put up wallpaper?
And when it was time to take it off, it was a mess. You would take the paint off and part of the wall. And it's actually still something in the mind of the people.
Really, eh?
Yes, and it's not the case anymore. Especially with this, you can't like just put it in easily and take it off like this. It takes like 10 minutes. And I'm assuring you that even after a few years, it's going to be the same. Your wall's going to be intact. The paint's going to be the same, so no problem
So
anymore.
obviously that's part of your inspiration. You wanted to make it
Yes.
easier for people. But
Yes.
what else inspired you to put these designs together?
Well, you know, I'm a designer, so I do
Yeah.
work a lot for, you know, my own client. And I did a lot of TV shows, you know, and before and after.
Yeah.
And we had like a week, and I know I learned one thing.
What's
is
that?
like wallpaper can make you a tremendous difference for quite reasonable, can you say it?
Reasonable prices?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it makes like a statement. You know, when you have like furniture, you have furniture in a place that looks good, but when you have a wall, it's like a piece of art.
Right.
And like for a few $100s, you make like a big statement, and it's easy to put, like fast, and it's not too expensive. For me, the wall are very important. It's more than just the, you know, that's what makes a together.
So are you saying that most people are using it as an accent wall, or are they using it for an entire room? Where do you suggest and how do you suggest people use it?
Me, I prefer to use them as accent wall.
Okay.
Behind a bed, in an entrance hall, in a living room, behind the, you know, one room. Because
Right.
I think those are pretty big, you see the Calacata
we
we
saw
just
some
saw.
great
Yeah, they're
shots
pretty,
there.
you know, mural. We call them actually mural. They're big image, you know.
Yeah.
So they make a statement, but they also give the mood to your room.
For sure.
So if you look for a concept for a, you know, a children room or anything, we have so many that are very inspiring. And from that, you can do the rest of your design. Let's say
Right.
you fall in love with this one.
Okay.
Okay, I called it like you know, it's a kilt. Like
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, it's a
But-
nice plaid kilt look.
Yes. Well, this is like, okay, you say you fall in love with this. I even put like a room, you know, to suggest you an ambiance, but there can be
Right.
so many of them. And from that, you can say, okay, I love it, you know, and oh, I have a room that inspired me. And from there, you can put your design together. You go from there to pick your color of your wall,
Right.
and same thing for your furniture.
So you start with this is
Yes.
probably the best idea, right?
Yes, it's a start of an inspiration for
Yeah.
a room. So it's a very easy way to do a room. And when you put that, or this one, or another one, like this one you have like with the birds, you know, whatever, it makes like a, whoa, you know where you are. And from that, it's very easy with a few furniture and a few blankets. Just make it like you just did like a room with a big designer, but you did it yourself.
I love that idea. And I want to pick your brain for a moment. So, you know,
Yes.
obviously, you know, blending a color that I already have in here, but how do you choose the right paint color to go with, you know, some of the wallpaper that you've got here today?
Well, I would always, this one is a pretty big one. So I would
Right.
like, there is two ways I would go with something like this,
Okay.
a red one. Like I would go with just a pure off-white, you
All
know,
right.
to make it this live, or I would use like a dark gray, you know, like
Oh,
almost
okay.
a black.
I see it.
I always,
Yeah.
let's say I go here. I give you
On the birds here?
Yeah, easier example.
Okay.
You see, you have black, you have turquoise, and you have all sort of beige. So me, I would use like probably some tune of beige. And if it was like in a living room, maybe I would have some cushion in turquoise. You know, I would go in my color trend here. Okay,
Right.
just to give
Yeah,
me
no,
like
that makes sense.
inspiration. And you're sure you have a right color scheme.
Yeah.
here. And with this more like a Scandinavian, you know, forest look. So with that, you can go with a light color.
Now, do you mind, can I peel this off just to
Yeah,
show
go,
everybody
go.
how easy it is to...
Yes.
So I just peel it.
Yes. That's it.
Look at that. Mm-hmm. And then I can stick it anywhere from there.
You can put it here if you want, like this. Just let's say we do that.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to stick it right on here.
Yeah. You see, you stick it, and it's pretty thick. You know.
Yeah, it really is.
is.
It's not going to tear at all?
No, it's not gonna tear. So if you do like a mistake, you start your wall in like this. You know, like okay, it's a
Right.
big mistake, but it's easy to peel it off.
Yeah.
And to put it back at that place. And if you look close, you see it's a very, very good quality, you know. You see the texture of the vinyl, you see?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
And let's say
You get a bubble, you can just easily...
you just push it.
Oh, remember you used to have that tool that you had to scrape along?
No, but it does come with a tool.
Oh, it does as well, eh? So you can take out the bubbles
easily
just by moving it along. Does it only come in these sizes?
No, actually...
So you have different sizes?
Well, it's a very good question. When you see a picture like of a big wall with a big image like I show you, it's pretty impressive, and he says, my God, I can't put that up. It's too much of a big piece.
Yeah.
We print them on 40-inch or 48 inches large roll. So it comes to your home on a roll, in a box, you know, and it's by number. It says this is, because let's say you order one to me and he says, okay, I have a 8 by 12 wall to cover.
Right.
Okay? So we will print it just for you on the right size, the one you need, and it will be cut by stripe and number on it. So you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it.
Absolutely easy. So simple.
It has to be.
Yes, it does, or people won't do it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well,
really appreciate it. A real pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more BT, including some entertainment news for you right after this.